Well, we have left Memphis and we are now in Tupelo, Mississippi on our way to Birmingham. Tupelo is home of arguably the most famous Memphian of all time, Aaron Elvis Presley.
Well, besides Jason Bradford.
Yeah, sure, yeah, okay. The second most famous Memphian of all time,
That's what I like to hear, boys.
arguably. So we thought this would be an appropriate place to stop and pay homage to Memphis and to talk about our closing thoughts on Memphis barbecue. So, fellas, what did you think about Memphis overall? Who are you giving the crown to?
Go ahead, Jesse.
Okay, well, the Renaissance. No,
Rendezvous.
Rendezvous. Not Renaissance. Rendezvous. I thought that was probably my favorite. The atmosphere was cool.
The waitstaff there was really incredible.
Yeah, the waitstaff was awesome. I thought, like I said, that just without the sauce, it was great tasting barbecue. I also got to give a shout out to Central Barbecue. I really like that. I kind of wish we would have got to go and experience some more of like the actual restaurants or barbecue zones, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, Rendezvous and Central Barbecue are my two favorites.
Jason?
As a native Memphian, the Rendezvous, although it's not Memphis style, I think you got to go for the experience, the atmosphere. It's in an alley. The waitstaff is phenomenal.
The alley part was cool, yeah.
It's just a different take on barbecue. And so from a nostalgic standpoint, I love them, but I wouldn't say it's the best barbecue. I think the consistency kind of with their ribs can go here or there. Although this time we tried the pulled chicken. I'd never tried the brisket. It was all pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Rendezvous comes in, I think, 1B for me. I think 1A is definitely Central Barbecue. I grew up a Neely's fan and some other places, but Central really won me over when I had them all in front of me and was tasting them. I think Central is the way to go. It's got a great atmosphere, I think, too. A lot of menu items to choose from. It was overall my favorite.
I also really did enjoy Central and Rendezvous, but I was really impressed with the commissary, which is interesting because everyone else seemed to sense that the commissary really let him down this time. So now we didn't hit a couple of the most famous Memphis joints, including Interstate and the barbecue shop, so we'll have to save that for the next barbecue tour. However, I also would say as a Kansas City kid, it's really more clear than ever now, having been to Memphis, that Kansas City is a sauce city. None of the Memphis sauces were particularly outstanding. They all kind of tasted, fine. They were good enough. They worked with the meat, but you didn't really need them to enjoy the meat, whereas in Kansas City, the sauce is really a central thing. So again, if you're a sauce kind of person, you'll love Kansas City. If you're not as much, you'll probably, enjoy Kansas City, but also really enjoy Memphis. So.
Well, and also I think Kansas City, like the meat had that more smoke.
Yeah, that's
taste.
true. There was a lot of charcoal cooking and smoking down here in Memphis, which you don't have in Kansas City as much. It's more oak and hickory. So I thought that was really interesting. Now we do have one more special thing that we want to do as we're leaving Memphis. We purchased a bottle of Elvis Presley barbecue sauce, which I didn't even know existed. Apparently it only exists in Tupelo. So we're going to do a live taste testing right here before we leave. So let's all get a little bit.
Stick your finger in there, Clark.
All right.
Not bad. Not bad.
Oh, I think that's real good.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Sweet and smoky.
Yeah. Much like the king himself.
Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'll take another dab.
That's a great. Well, there you go. The next time you're in Tupelo, stop at Elvis's birth home. Why wouldn't you? Anyway, and get some of this
birthplace of the king.
Fantastic Elvis Presley barbecue sauce.
Shake, rattle, and roll, baby.
All right, let's head to Birmingham and let the feasting resume.
TCB.